What's going on, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm gonna have for you guys some event gameplay as well as a guaranteed finest player, because I did get 35 wins in that event. But I wanted to go over, I was able to complete the February program yesterday, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the missions. You had to do a 1-game mission with the Bryce Harper if you did pre-order that, and it was 2 hits in 1 game, including a run and an extra base hit. Pretty easy mission. I was able to do it on like the first or second try. And then the other missions were like 100 hits, some 30 home runs, and then the other one I did was 15 flashbacks, or 15 RBIs with silver flashback hitters. That's what it was. So I did all that, and I got the finest player. So I ended up buying Jose Ramirez finest, and I want to debut him in this video. I paid $260K for him, and that's because he's lower in price because of World Series rewards. I figured that was a fine price to pay for him. I had $300K, and there's not that many cards that I want to try out left in the season. But let's go ahead and jump right into this event gameplay. I'm going to be getting right into it. This opponent has a very good team. I was surprised that he didn't really play that many games of ranked seasons. I think he only played like 27 games of ranked the whole year. He might have just been playing BR and events. But here we go. We have the finest version of Jose Ramirez leading it off. I have him in the 2 spot, and I squared that one up perfectly. It was good. It was hit right to the track. I'm not sure what the wind was like in this one, but I just wanted to point that out, and I will be able to get a couple hits with each of these guys in this game, or in this video, so that's gonna always be nice. Here was a crazy play. I got a drop third strike, and Piazza got a red meter. So, well, I got a red meter with Piazza, and I kind of tried to cancel the throw there, and he didn't throw it at all. But then he was stealing, and I was able to throw him out. That's Jose Ramirez playing shortstop, and then I have Mookie at second. The rest of the team is pretty much the same for this event, but here's this Mookie Betts. He starts off his debut with the walk, which is pretty good. He gets on first base there. So now we have Piazza up later on. Fast forward later on into the top of the 3rd inning. Piazza's up at the plate. He brought in Edwin Diaz. I'm not sure what version of Edwin Diaz that was, whether it was Live Series Player of the Month or Finest. But now we have Griffey up after a leadoff double from Piazza, and then I did get out with my pitcher spot, but here his Griffey's making a bounding leap, a bounding tumble, and who's making that play? And Piazza moves up to 3rd there, bringing up Jose Ramirez with the chance to break the game open, and he gets hit with the pitch. So both the guys getting on base in this one, but they did draw a walk or a hit by pitch. Now Babe Ruth comes up, and he's sending one deep. That's going to be a 3-run shot, and that's how I was able to win that game. Let's move on into the next one here. This opponent also has a really good team. He's got the Don Sutton. He's got Mookie Betts as well. George Brett, Mike Trout, Frank Thomas, Steve Pearce, Cal Ripken, Aaron Judge, and Johnny Bench. So definitely a good squad with a lot of power. And we have Pujols up at the plate already in the 2nd inning here. And he throws a sinker inside, or a fastball inside. I crushed it with Pujols. That's going to be a home run. Send it to left field there, going up 1-0. And that brings up Mookie Betts in his first at-bat, his first actual plate appearance, because he did walk already, and this is going to be a base knock from him, a sinker inside, and I really did well with the Live Series Mookie Betts. I don't really know why. I mean, I struggle with right-handed hitters for the most part, but his swing's pretty easy to use. So now we have JD Martinez, finest version, up at the plate. I did purchase this guy for 275,000 subs earlier on in the season when the first World Series rewards came out, but this was a weird play. He threw to 2nd there. I was trying to hit and run. Then I just pressed L1. I wasn't really trying to cheese him in that situation, but I ended up going to 3rd there with Vlad, and then JD beats it out. That brings up Griffey, and Griffey's going to hit a no-doubter. So that is a big-time swing of events there. That's going to put us up 5-0 in this one, and that's how that one finished. So let's go ahead and get into the next one. This opponent definitely has a budget team. Lorenzo Cain, Malik Smith, Frank Thomas, Chris Young, Matt Chapman, Victor Caratini, Yasmani Grandal, Scott Kingery, and he went ahead and lost connection before the game even started. So let's get right into the next one. So that was 3 wins in a pretty short amount of time. Now we're going up against Jim Tracy, who has Oral Hershiser on the mound with Mike Trout and a bunch of really good cards, a lot of power. We're playing at this Houston Astros stadium, which I don't really like at all because it's tough to see. The batter's eye isn't really the best. It's tough to see the baseball, especially in the daytime. But there, Jose Ramirez was hitting a tapper right out in front of the catcher. He was unable to get anything going in the 1st inning there, but I did want to show you guys the at-bats for the Jose Ramirez debut and the Mookie Betts debut. Even though I will be debuting them in ranked seasons here coming up shortly, I wanted to finish this event before it was too late to finish this event. I did have 5 more wins left to get, and there Pujols is putting us up 1. He sends one deep after his Pujols just flew out to left field. It was kind of a swing of events there. I mean, he could have easily hit that out on the same pitch that I threw to him, and then my guy gets up there and smacks one out. Now we have Immortal Goose Gossage in the game, facing Chase Utley right here, and Frank Thomas just flew out to Vlad, but that brings up 2 outs, and Chase Utley's going to get a base hit, the first base hit of for this guy, and just have to try to minimize. As long as I don't give up a home run right here, and he takes the lead, putting the pressure on me in the top of the 3rd, we're good to go. And he went ahead and stole second. I was kind of conceding it, even though that was the tying run. I wanted to focus on the hitter, Bregman. I went ahead and brought in Koji Uehara just because Goose was on yellow stamina. But now we have Jose Ramirez, and he's going to send one deep. He's going to hit, not a no-doubter, but it was definitely out of there for sure. That's going to be a solo shot, giving us an extra run, an insurance run in the top of the 3rd. That's going to be huge. And I tried to hit another one there with Ted Williams, but just above the zone, got me to chase it. But now we are 3 outs away and moving up one more win towards that finest card guaranteed at 35 wins. But here we go. We got Yogi Berra up at the plate. I went ahead and brought in Eric Gagne, and Mookie Betts is going to make that play. Look at that defensive play from Mookie Betts. He doesn't have the best arm, but he does have good reaction, good feeling, and he plays the outfield as well. Just a great card to have as versatility. But that was the card I was able to pull in the last video in the February completed program. But here we go. We got Mike Trout up at the plate. Eric Gagne. I went with the splitter up and in. And definitely caught too much of the plate there. But that was a good pitch. Got him with a strikeout there to end the game. And Jose Ramirez was the player of the game. And I just wanted to show you guys the slow motion on how the swing looked. I think Jose Ramirez is one of the better finest cards that you can get. Lindor's really come around for me. I got JD. I got a variety of finest cards. And I've tried almost all the ones that I want to try out. So that was pretty lucky to get the ones I wanted. But here we're going up against another guy with all Immortals and Lindor, Mookie Betts, Frank Thomas. He also has Nolan Ryan on the mound. And I don't really like this Nolan Ryan. He hangs a curveball there. Griffey's going to lead off the game with the no-doubter. I just don't really like Nolan Ryan. He's really tough to use in this year's game, especially on the harder difficulties to locate pitches with them. But now we have Lindor up in a pinch hit situation. I went ahead and went to him, and he's going to smack one out of here as well. A pitch above the zone, 102 miles an hour off Goose Gossage. He's going to send one deep. And now that brings up Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez up at the plate. And I wanted to show that, I mean, I've been hitting the ball hard with him, but definitely Mookie Betts was a little bit better for me so far, has a higher average. And here he is up at the plate with the bases loaded. The opponent went ahead and walked a couple guys, and Mookie Betts is going to send one out. No doubt shot. Righty on righty from Dennis, facing that immortal Dennis Eckersley on a pitch up and in. That was a no-doubter. And you love to see that right out. Once you get a card that you're not able to sell, and you get a card like that, and you get rewarded on a grand slam on one of your first at bats. I'm hitting like 500 with that card, but that was also the 35th win. So I went ahead and quit out of that run. I'm not really too concerned about going 12-0 or 12-1 and getting in more diamonds, especially when the Mike Trout 94 overall live series card is going for like 45,000, 50,000 stubs. That's not really. I mean, I'm going to have to win a couple of those cards in order to get anything anyway. And the only other card I really want to get is this Miguel Cabrera. I really want to try out Christian Yelich as well. But out of this finest pack, if I can get someone like Blake Trinan, if I can get someone like Christian Yelich, even if I can get a JD. I already have a JD that I'm allowed to sell. I have a JD and now a Jose Ramirez that I can sell. So even if I get either of those guys, I could sell the one that's sellable and then keep the non-sellable, obviously. So that's kind of the goal here. I do have one more guaranteed finest pack that I'm able to unlock for completing the 50 wins in BR. I need about 12 more wins for that. But I mean, I have been extremely lucky with my pack so far. I haven't got any duplicates, and I'm hoping to continue the streak on. Let's go ahead and go into the inventory right now. Open up this pack. Come on, give me something good here. And that's JD Martinez. Let's go, man. So that way I'm going to be able to sell my other JD Martinez, the one that I bought for about 280,000 stubs, 275K, somewhere in there. And that's going to be huge, man. I'm going to be able to get Miguel Cabrera Hardware Edition just because I'm a huge Tigers fan. I really want to try that card out. I'm going to be able to get him possibly, or I'm going to be able to get that Christian Yelich card and really have all the finest cards that I want to try, or that I wanted to try at least since they came out. But as far as this year's game, I mean, I got every card that I wanted to use. This is just icing on the cake. Hopefully I can get one more really good finest card in that Christian Yelich out of my 12-win battle royale, but that's crazy to me, man. I expected to get at least one duplicate, but that wasn't the case. Until next time, guys, peace out.